So what's up guys, it's here by Nino or Quadji, and welcome to our first video on Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Multiplayer Ranked Play. As you guys can see, Ranked Play is finally here for multiplayer, and we can rank up, get SR, and get to that beautiful iridescent or top 250, as we've seen with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. And just like every year, I've got my top 5 ranked meta class setup loadouts that are going to have the fastest time to kill possible, lowest amount of recoil, and of course amazing movement speed, so you guys can play ranked play to the best of your ability, so you guys can gain up those ranks and get those amazing looking rewards. Now the reason why you should trust me when it comes to my ranked play loadouts here is because over the last couple of years, I've made countless ranked play loadout videos. A lot of people have seen them, and a lot of people have told me that they've gotten to their desired rank within, you know, Modern Warfare 2 rank play and Modern Warfare 3 rank play, whether that's Crimson, Iridescent, Diamond, or whatever the case is. I've also spent countless hours studying the statistics of these guns, you know, the SMGs and the competitive ARs, and I've perfected the loadouts in a sense where you can have the most advantages possible compared to other players in this game. So you guys are excited to see these 5 pro-approved loadouts, and maybe a bonus one, and see what the best guns are within Black Ops 6 ranked play, and you guys can, you know, go for those rewards yourselves. Make sure you guys drop a like in the video, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. If you're new to the channel, my name is Hero, and typically I upload high kill nuke gameplays, tips and tricks, and other sorts of stuff. But if you want to see more ranked play videos, definitely get this video to like 1,000 likes. I usually focus more on pubs videos, but if you guys want me to mix in some ranked, I'd be happy to do so if I really see that support for ranked. And before we get into these loadouts, let's go ahead and shout out to the Noti gang from the comment section below of my videos. You guys are always showing so much love and support. Without you guys, I wouldn't have the platform that I do every single day. So thank you guys always for showing that amazing appreciation of the channel. But now that we've talked so much, let's go ahead and start things off with the pro AR that all the pros are using within Black Ops 6 CDL, and that's going to be the Ames 85. Now when it comes to the Ames 85, a lot of the pros are sticking to the optic of the AQ Spot Reflex, but I also recommend the Kepler Microflex. It kind of just depends on what you're feeling more, but that's what the optic that people are using right now. When it comes to the muzzle, a lot of people are sticking to the compensator, which is actually a really good choice and is definitely a solid, you know, default, because it helps your overall vertical recoil control to be decreased. However, the ported compensator I think is a little bit more important, especially in ranked play specifically, because those first initial shots are more so improved than your overall recoil pattern, as seen here through the exclusive Aces graphs. Now, it's up to you whether you want overall recoil to be better or those first couple of shots, but usually when you're challenging somebody, and since this is 4v4, it is usually a 1v1, not typically like a 1v2 or 1v3. And thus, you are going to be resetting your shots every so often. So I think the ported compensator is a little bit better because your first couple of shots are going to be on point way more than anything else. And those are the shots that matter. Now, when it comes to the barrels here, I personally am leaning towards the reinforced barrel just for that mix of damage range and bullet velocity. The gain twist barrel, in my opinion, is just a waste because it just gives you bullet velocity. You don't really need that with the maps that are presented here in multiplayer. You could also opt for the long barrel instead of just so you can maximize your damage range and make the guns even more powerful. But the reinforced barrel is always kind of like the safest bet, but go ahead and try that long barrel if you want to go ahead and do so. I'm using the reinforced though. Rear grip wise, we got the ergonomic grip for that slide to fire speed and dive to fire speed. As you guys know, omni movement's a huge part of this game, and this will allow you to be way more responsive with that movement and outplay your opponents. And then we also get that extra ADS speed to be more snappy. If you just want to focus on ADS speed, you could put on the quick draw grip. You know, this is an AR, you're typically not moving like that, but, you know, movement could come in clutch. That's why I put on the ergonomic grip personally. And lastly, for our fire mod, we got the recoil springs, allowing us to have even better recoil control with the aims, and allow us to pretty much melt these opponents into oblivion. And when it comes down to it, these are the typical 5 attachments that you're going to see on almost every loadout. Of course, we also have the underbarrel of the vertical foregrip or the ranger foregrip that people sometimes switch to instead of the recoil springs, or sometimes people use a stock. But these 5 attachments are typically what's used in the ARs. And as you guys can see the firing range here, these 5 attachments really make this gun accurate, especially that ported compensator. You could beam people at far range, which is what the Ames is going to be used for. So I highly recommend these 5 attachments. And if you were going to have gunfighter, I would recommend the underbarrel of the ranger foregrip for that extra movement speed. Magazine wise, you could put on the fast mag 1, but I don't really find it necessary because it also lowers your ammo. And then we also got the stock of the balance stock to help your movement. But that's only if you're running 8 attachments, which honestly, these 5 attachments are enough. Now, before we continue with the rest of the guns in this video, I do want to talk about the general loadout. What's really awesome about the Black Ops 6 rank play system is that they already give you all the attachments for the pistol. So the Strider 22 is what you're using, and you pretty much only have these attachments. You can't really change anything else besides the optic, and honestly, that's all we can really mess with. We got the melee of the knife. We got the tacticals being the flashbang or the concussion or the smoke, kind of up to you. Leaks is going to be the Semtex or the frag. I typically leans towards Semtex, but you can use the frag and cook up a grenade and then instantly kill somebody. Field upgrade is going to be trophy system. Nothing else really beats that. And then when it comes to your perks, all these perks pretty much work out well. But when it comes to the wild card, you can switch to Gunfighter, and then you can switch up your perks that way, and then obviously have an 8 attachment class. So it's kind of up to you. I think I'm going to leave things as is. But obviously, I will give, 3 extra attachment suggestions within each of the class setups in case you end up using Gunfighter and want to mix things up. Because having strong, guns with those 8 attachments does come in clutch. But let's go ahead and move on to the Pro SMG that the pros are using right now within the CDL. And that's going to be the Jackal PDW. When it comes to the muzzle, once again, I'm sticking to that ported compensator so that my first couple of shots are more on point than anything else. But of course, you can always default to the compensator. The barrel here is going to be the reinforced barrel for that extra bullet velocity and damage range, but of course you could always stick to that long barrel if you just want to maximize damage range and have this gun melt faster at farther ranges. Underbarrel wise, since we are using an SMG, I do recommend the Ranger foregrip so you can move around the map a lot more efficiently and also keep some extra accuracy, though you won't be challenging anything too far, so extra accuracy kind of doesn't matter. Rear grip wise, I really love the ergonomic grip. Once again, the ADS speed and slide to fire speed and dive to fire speed takes advantage of the Omni movement, but if you want to use the CQB grip in case you find sprint to fire speed more important, or the quick draw grip or any of these grips instead, you could do that, but ergonomics just the best in my opinion. And when it comes to the stock, we got the balance stock giving us even extra movement because as an SMG player, we're trying to move around, get on the objective, and slay out. But yeah, with these 5 attachments right here, you're really not going to have too much trouble when it comes to the Jackal PDW. Gun is legit a laser beam, in its optimal ranges here. It's got a really fast reload, so freaking precise and accurate. And if you want to stretch out your ranges, you technically could do so, but I wouldn't recommend it. But definitely use the Jackal PDW with this build. You are going to find a lot more success with these 5 attachments. Now, when it comes to magazines, you could use the Fast Mag 1, though I wouldn't recommend it. Fire mods, you could put on that recoil springs if you're using Gunfighter, and you could put on an optic, but honestly, those 3 attachments are unnecessary, so I don't recommend Gunfighter on this gun. Now, statistically, out of all the ARs in the game, the AK-74 has the fastest time to kill. However, it also is the hardest to control, but with my number 1 class here, you will have the least amount of recoil, and this probably will be a very great gun to use in ranked against the Ames, the Model L, the GPR. This is going to be that god gun, I think, of ranked play, unless they ban it. Optic-wise, we got the Kepler Microflex, as a choice, or you could obviously choose the AccuSpot Reflex. It depends on what you're more comfortable with. Once again, we're using that muzzle deported compensator for that first shot accuracy, or you can use the compensator for overall better recoil control. The barrel here is going to be that reinforced barrel for both damage range and bullet velocity, but if you just wanted to maximize that damage range, you could run that long barrel. Kind of up to you, though. Underbarrel here is going to be the vertical foregrip. Now, you could use the Ranger for a little bit more speed, but I think you really want your accuracy with the AK-74 because it isn't the most accurate gun out there. And when it comes to the rear grip, we once again have the ergonomic grip, but you're free to choose any of the other grips as well. And legit, with these 5 attachments, I mean, this gun is going to slay out. The only problem, like I said before, is its recoil. It does have a little bit of a jumpy recoil, so at long ranges, if you can hit, you will be botting opponents. This is definitely going to be a skillful gun to use. But anybody that learns how to master this gun is going to be having a great advantage because of that faster time to kill. Now, like always, if you're running Gunfighter, you could run the Fast Mag 1. You could run the stock of the balance stock, and you could add on the recoil springs fire mod, which is really going to make this gun a laser beam. So I think this gun will really benefit from Gunfighter if you decide to choose so, because it has the fastest time to kill out of all the ARs. Now, moving on to the fastest killing SMG in all of ranked play here, we got the Kompakt 92. Now, its drawbacks is that its damage range isn't the best, and it's a little bit hard to control, of course, but it outguns the Jackal PDW easily at close ranges. So let's go ahead and have a look at the class setup. Muzzle, like always, is going to be the ported compensator, but I might opt out for the compensator just because that overall recoil control might be more important because you're shooting out bullets really fast with this gun. So the first couple of shots might not matter. Barrel-wise, we get that reinforced barrel, but of course the alternative could also be the long barrel. Underbarrel-wise, we got that vertical foregrip, maximizing the horizontal recoil control. Now, I could recommend the Ranger foregrip, but you need as much accuracy as possible with this gun. This gun is very inaccurate and needs all the help that it can get. Rear grip is going to be the ergonomic grip for all the movement choices we've already talked about, but of course you're free to use any other rear grip. Stock-wise, we got that balance stock for that extra movement so we can move around the map a lot more efficiently and body our opponents. And this gun is very similar to the AK-74. It basically is the SMG version of the AK-74, but as you can see, it just shreds. Once you stretch out your ranges, it might be a little bit hard to control, but it's not that bad at all. As you can see, that's relatively accurate. You do have to also keep in mind, we only have 30 bullets here. And with the magazines that are available, there's certain magazines that won't extend your magazine. So, obviously don't stretch out your ranges, but this build is controllable. And with the fastest time to kill possible, this might end up being a more attractive choice to you than the Jackal PDW. But if you end up using Gunfighter, magazine, best bet is going to be the flip mag. Fire mod is going to be recoil springs. And once again, just like the AK-74, this gun can really benefit from Gunfighter if you want to really make it accurate, but up to you. And now, if you don't want to use the AK-74 because the recoil is a little hard to control, the Model L is legit a disgusting AR. It has a faster time to kill than the Ames, a faster time to kill than the GPR, and is legit just a laser beam in this entire game. So more often than not, I think more people are going to lean towards the Model L here in ranked play. Let's go ahead and check it out. Optic, like always, we're going to be using the AccuSpot Reflex or the Kepler Microflex or whatever optic you're comfortable with. Muzzle, we got that good old ported compensator, but of course you could always use a compensator as well. Barrel, we got that good old reinforced barrel, or you can choose the long barrel for the extra damage range, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Rear grip, we got that ergonomic grip for all the movement benefits we talked about before, but of course you're free to use any other rear grip. And for our fire mod here, we got the recoil springs to really maximize the accuracy of this gun in both the horizontal and vertical directions. And instead of the recoil springs, if you wanted to, you could also add the vertical foregrip in place, or even the Ranger foregrip for the extra movement. And this gun is disgusting. Has a faster time to kill than the Ames. No recoil, it feels like. It's just super easy to control. Definitely uses over the Ames. You know, they might end up banning this gun. I don't know. They could ban a lot of these ARs, but you want to use the best stuff. And this is going to be one of the best guns to use. At least the best AR, besides the AK-74, because the AK-74 has a skill gap. If you were to use Gunfighter, once again, underbarrel could be the Ranger foregrip, because this gun doesn't have that much recoil. Magazine would probably be the fast mag, though I wouldn't really recommend it. And then stock can be the balanced stock, if you were to use Gunfighter. But this gun really doesn't need Gunfighter, unlike the AK-74. Now, we went through 5 loadouts already, but as for today, I'm gonna give you guys a bonus 6th loadout, a gun that's very similar to the Jackal PDW, but I think performs better than the Jackal PDW, and that's gonna be the C9. It has a better range profile, has some really nice recoil control characteristics, and to me, I just think it's better than the Jackal, so let's go ahead and give you guys those attachments. Muzzle, like always, I really love that ported compensator, but feel free to use that compensator if you want to. Barrel-wise, we got that reinforced barrel, giving us both damage range and bullet velocity, but if you just want damage range, put on that long barrel. Rear grip-wise, we got the ergonomic grip for the ADS speed and all the other movement speeds we talked about, but of course, you're free to use anything else. Stock, we got that balance stock for maximum movement. And for our fire mod, we got that recoil springs to really maximize our accuracy here with the C9. Now, of course, if you weren't to use a fire mod, you could also use the Ranger foregrip for the extra movement, which could also benefit you as well. But I love how the C9 feels, and I think it's better than the Jackal PDW based off statistics, feel, and just how beastly this gun really is. And you can even stretch out your ranges just like the Jackal can. Look at that. That's pretty dangerous. It kills that fast as a freaking SMG. Don't be surprised if you get some AR players mad, because the C9, don't sleep on it, man. I know these pros are gonna be sticking to certain guns, but they have certain guns GA'd, which is why the rest of these guns are available. But there you guys go. The top 6 fastest killing low recoil god guns of ranked play. Let me know which one of these might be your favorite. And if you guys really want to see me upload more ranked play, like I said, drop a like and subscribe. I'm really on the road to 250,000 subscribers here, and it'd be cool to mix in some ranked play. In case you're curious, I do also upload Warzone on my second channel, More Hero. So if you enjoy Warzone or you enjoy the vibes here, you can check out that channel as well. And you can follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/markofahero for any free rewards you might have missed out on. But yeah, let me know if you guys are gonna be grinding the iridescent. What are you aiming for? I kind of wish the rewards were a little bit better this season, but it's the first ranked play season. You know, I'm not mad at all. Anyways, have fun and go crazy. I love you all.